Hi everybody. See, so I don't know what I'm talking about anymore. Mary's going to go from here.
Needless to say, this is take, I don't know what.
Dubois.
Anyways, so we went to see Sacagawea's gravesite. And on the way back, we were just about to go into Dubois, Wyoming to have dinner. But on the left-hand side going in, we see this. And if anybody knows Mike, they know Mike likes tanks. And so we pulled
cannons.
in, and cannons. So we pull in, and it's the National Museum of Military Vehicles. And so we went into the museum itself to start. Unfortunately, they have a large group coming in, so the 4.5-hour typical tour, we only had an hour to do. So one of the docents rapidly took us through each of the rooms so we could get a sense of what's in there, and then we could slowly walk our way back through. And basically, it tells the story of all the wars through the vehicles. And so the guns. And so the first room you walk into is full of rifles. And it's every Winchester ever made is on the one wall. The musket that started the Civil War is there. He outbid the Smithsonian to get this musket, and it cost him $500,000 just to get the musket. There are all other kinds of weapons from all through the years, from all the different wars. But then when you leave there, you start your way through from a chronological perspective, the different wars. So you walk into the World War I room, and then World War II, then Korea, then Vietnam. Now he took us rapidly through that to Vietnam, and we worked our way back. But it's a very immersive experience. So if you're interested in military vehicles, definitely a place to stop. Give yourself half a day to really see everything. We couldn't read all the placards. We couldn't watch all the videos. We didn't have time for any of that. However, we did get a good sense of everything that he's trying to accomplish with this museum. And we did get to look at a lot of the vehicles. We got to see the vehicles that Mike drove when he was in the military. We got to see a lot of the different tanks. But it is very immersive. So, for example, when you walk through the Vietnam section, the helicopters are over top of you. You can hear the helicopters. You walk through this area where you could see how the Viet Cong had hidden, in the different area, in the foliage, basically, the different areas. And so it's super immersive, but extremely well done. So we are now outside. This is called the Veterans Pavilion. And this is all the vehicles that didn't make it inside, which there are quite a few inside. But this is full of, again, all the vehicles from the different eras. So in here, we just were showing you some tanks. If you look across, here's more tanks over here. But it kind of works your way up through time a bit. There's a Hummer here. There's some older vehicles. But there's some in the back. There's one of the vehicles that carried a bridge when they had to set up a bridge. It's in the back corner there. And then just walking across here, you can see some of the older vehicles that would have been more World War II and Korea era. Some of these were the ones that were used in Africa. So you can see the different ages that we can walk through just by walking through this pavilion. I'm going to do a quick walk back this direction. There were some great, in great shape vehicles from the different years. You can see some Jeeps. There's a really cute Ford back here that I walked by earlier. I'm kind of weaving my way through all these different things that are here. Inside is also one of the touring cars that Patton had. He had several made by Dodge, and one of them is inside in one of the sections. There's also a movie that talks about the history, and then also the different displays. You can hear the words of the soldiers who were part of those events that happened as part of the war. So we're going to head to another section here. The museum is massive. It's that building. It's a 1.5 mile walk through the museum. It's free for military, active, and veterans. So Mike was free. It's also free for seniors to get in. For everyone, for an adult, it was $20. So not at all bad to get in to be able to see all this. But we are going to continue outside. There's another whole area outside that has a ton of older vehicles. So we are going to head that direction. We hope you enjoyed the video. Take a look online if you want more information. National Museum of Military Vehicles. Thanks everyone. Bye.